Hey, what is up you guys? This is Rob and it is time for a vlog. I'm sorry I haven't been a lot lately. It's just been so busy, because of that. I just haven't had the time to. Don't worry though guys, I'm back at it. Finally got some time cleared up. So first off, we're gonna go over to the garage. I got a bit of an update to show you guys. Get this thing open here. Bam. Check that out, guys. Now you guys are thinking, what am I showing you? I am showing you guys nothing. Why? Because this is where the Camaro used to be. So sad to say, the Camaro is gone. I know, very unfortunate. Let's go ahead, let's cue the montage going on. Alright, so why did I sell the Camaro? Well, I'll be honest you guys, I'm actually house hunting right now. So I figured, hey, I hardly ever drive the Camaro, might as well free up the down payment. You know guys, I absolutely love the Camaro, but it's always very important to realize that sometimes you kind of have to let go of the short term in order to really enjoy the long term. You know, the Camaro was cool, I took it out to meets and everything. But overall, it was the car I was driving the least. You know, for being a 60s car, I didn't really like leaving it out places. So whenever I take it out, I was always take it out to the meet, then do a U-turn and come back home. Because I didn't want to come out one day from going to go get lunch with my friends or something, and then the car is missing. You know, I did love the car, so I might have another one in the future. But in the meantime, the Camaro is gone. And I'm actually not even too broken up about it. You know, it was a really cool car. I had a lot of good times with it. I learned a lot with that car. I learned a lot about wiring. You know, having an older car was great for learning like engine mechanics and everything works because, you know, I have all the fancy electrical stuff going on, right? Nice carbureted motor. Got to do a couple little fun things, you know, myself with it. Got to figure out how wiring works. I mean, like I said earlier, you know, when I was wiring up the sound system or fixing like lights that wouldn't work. You know, I also got to do a lot of other fun things with it. I'm really happy I got to. So now, if you're keeping track, you know, I used to have the 2015 Mustang GT, the 67 Camaro, and I have the Supra. So those two are gone, so that just leaves the Supra. So let's go ahead, let's step outside, and we got a few more updates about all this stuff going on. Alright, you guys, so first off, before we go outside, I forgot to talk about this for a while, and I'm very sorry about that, guys. So I put down a deposit on a Lotus Emira. What is a Lotus Emira? That is Lotus's new sports car offering. It's going to come with a V6 supercharged Toyota motor or the 4-cylinder AMG motor. So I wanted the V6 supercharged motor. I hadn't told anyone because I was still kind of on the fence about it. I'm still going to see what's up with that. So when it was announced, I was hoping the price point would be a little bit more where I was hoping it would be, you know, based on the news about it when it was announced, but so far it's not seeming that way. So when it was announced, it sounded like there was a chance of a model with the V6 motor being about 70 or 80 range, which I was pretty open to. However, Lotus did email a couple days ago saying that the V6 Emiras are going to be starting at 93.9. So here's the thing. Right now, when you get the 2022 Lotus Emira, you can only get the first edition one if you want the V6, which is what I want. But the issue is that the V6 comes 100% optioned out. I don't need optioned out. And the second year is when they'll probably be selling them not optioned out. So then I can kind of pick and choose what I want. So that's probably the model I'll wait for if I do want an Emira. I still have my deposit on it. I'm still deciding, you know, I'm still on the fence. Who knows? A lot of things can happen, you know, by that time. If I were to keep it, I would have the Emira by October 2022. And also, because I have a deposit, I would also get to do a test drive of it next year. So I'm seeing if I'm going to keep the deposit or not. Just kind of have to see where things go. I do love the car, but with California taxes and fees, we're going to be looking at over 110 grand for a Lotus. And personally, that's not quite what I want to pay for a Lotus. But maybe I'm just a bit old school. You know, for me, when I think Lotus, I used to think of like when the 𝗖𝗍 and all those were out, and those were brand new, about in the 50s, 60s range. So I was just kind of like, oh, it's a bit of a bummer. But we're going to see. It's a very, you know, cool car that Lotus is offering. You know, it's absolutely stellar. So we'll just go ahead and we'll go and see about that. So let's go outside now for my next announcement. All right, you guys. So here is the thing. The Supra, it has been sold, people. I know I had not talked about selling the Supra before, but unfortunately, I did make the tough decision to let go of my 2021 A91 edition Supra. So you may be wondering, why am I letting it go? Well, I'll be honest with you guys, this market is crazy, and as such, I was able to get a pretty decent deal out of it. As you guys know, usually with these really expensive sports cars, depreciation usually hits them like a rock. However, due to this market, I was actually able to keep them pretty intact. So I'm really happy about that. However, I do also want to mention, as I talked about earlier, I am also looking for a house. So I figure like having this car gone, it will definitely make it a little bit easier in terms of the house hunting process, in terms of mortgage and all that. And remember guys, you have to make short-term sacrifices if you want to make the long-term gains. It's something you have to do sometimes, and it is unfortunate at times, but everything usually pays off at the end of the day. So you guys remember, I did do quite a bit to my 2021 Supra. I did put on the maxed in front lip, as well as throwing on the 𝗗𝗍 wheels that I have on the side in gloss gunmetal, as well as a couple other small touches, such as the carbon fiber vents I have in the hood. I have the PPF all over the car, so it will stay nice and protected for the next owner. Speaking of the next owner, this car is heading to Florida. In a few weeks, the owner will be flying out here, picking up the car, shipping it back. So, who knows? If you are watching this, you're in the Florida car scene, you may see this one around. Remember also, this is one of the few A91 edition Supras with a tunable ECU. So that is also something that does make this car very special, and something that I really hope the next owner enjoys. I really did enjoy this car. We'll be sad to see it go. But also, I was never a person to keep my cars for too long. And I'm actually a little bit excited about the next steps. Now, what are those next steps? I'm still figuring that out. This market, it's a little bit rough, so we're gonna see what I can find. You know, definitely on the used car hunt right now. Trying to keep a nice little price range just to keep it interesting. So we'll go ahead and we'll see what I can go ahead and hunt down. But I'm looking forward to it. You know, I always find it kind of exciting when I don't have a car, because that means I can pretty much look at everything and think, oh look, that's something I can own. So we'll miss it, but also know, if you are following me for Supra content, I'm still pretty active in the Supra community. I'm still going to want to know what is going on. This is still a really good platform for me. The Supras with the B58s and the ZF transmission. So I will still be keeping up to date with all the news, anything that's going on, because I want to be able to keep you guys informed still. When the 2023s, 2024, 2025 Supras are out, I will still be there to report on them. And who knows, maybe it'll be something that will make me want to go back into the Supras, like maybe to bring in a manual transmission or some big engine change that will make me want to buy another one. So even though this is goodbye to the Supra, this is not a goodbye to the community, this is not a goodbye to the channel, this is not a goodbye to my usual news. And remember guys, I still bring car show coverage, I still bring in other coverage that I can. I still want to keep you guys informed of all the car things going on in the Bay Area and the greater areas. Speaking of which, Supras in Vegas still happening. I will be going out there next week. Look forward to all those videos. Yes, I won't be there in the Supra, of course, but I will still be there in a spectator form. So do keep an eye out on that. So yeah guys, Supra was great. Basically, I'm ready for the next chapter. What is that next chapter? Well, we are going to see. So with that guys, this is Rob, and have a good one.